Welcome everyone to Astrodeha on YouTube. This week, starting on the 11th, Mercury begins its direct motion. It's a week of clarity, information flow, openness in communication, and solutions. A cycle of resolution awaits us. Since July 18th, Mercury has been testing us with communication problems, misunderstandings, and technical glitches. Although the shadow period will continue until August 25th, the mental fog will lift. Lost documents, awaited responses, and postponed meetings will come back onto our agenda. Please, during this period, listen to your inner voice and completely silence the external noise. Let's focus on organizing matters such as writing, communication, work planning, and travel arrangements. Practices like meditation, prayer, writing, and clearing the mind will be helpful for us to cleanse ourselves of difficulties and burdens in this regard. And August 12th, 2025, the great benefic Jupiter is conjunct with Venus, the planet of love. On that day, please focus intently on your wishes and desires. It is one of the most auspicious days. Love, protection, compassion, feminine energy. Our home and extremely abundant influences will rain down from the sky to the earth. With the conjunction of Venus and Jupiter in this emotional sign, the energy of abundance and love will rise in our lives. Especially relationships with women, mother-child bonds, and family harmony will start to come to the forefront. This energy, which activates your heart chakra, will nourish and liberate the inner feminine side, the goddess within us, with compassion. We are faced with inspiring influences for aesthetics, beauty, home decoration, and creative work. Let's make time for our loved ones, show empathy, and increase the energy of love in our home. It's a wonderful time to build emotional closeness, to forgive, and to show appreciation. Mercury will bring clarity. Delayed plans will gain momentum. Venus and Jupiter will bring softness, love, and strengthen emotional intimacy. With Cancer energy, home, family, and inner peace will be at the forefront this week. Let's be ready for improvements in our sense of value, abundance, prosperity, self-love, and the balance of giving and receiving. And let's make the most of this supportive period to connect with our inner voice and make heartfelt decisions. My advice to you is, come, repeat after me. I am aligning with the voice of my heart. The grace of Venus and the abundance of Jupiter are flowing into my life. Peace, abundance, and the energy of love prevail in my home, my relationships, and my inner world. I wrap myself in compassion and surrender to the universe and to Almighty God with trust. Seal this energy for all eternity and make the most of August 12, 2025. May the heavens be your guide and your path be filled with light. Children of Mars, Aries, this week the sky will reflect influences that bring communication, creativity, financial balance, and social opportunities to the forefront for you. With Mercury moving direct, you'll experience mental clarity and relief, while your Mars energy supports you with greater creativity and a more goal-oriented drive. However, Venus is inviting you to remain cautious with spending and relationships this week. As the week begins, you can make the most of your energy from the very first day for career-related conversations, job applications, and presentations. Serious discussions, requests, and demands regarding your career may progress better than you expect. Especially as your mental clarity increases, you will be able to express your ideas clearly and accurately. With Mercury moving out of its stationary phase, communication blockages will begin to resolve completely. And Mars's energy of passion and creativity will help you showcase your creative sides in artistic, athletic, and professional areas, allowing you to stand out. You can focus on long-term goals, and especially by embracing a project with passion, you may open the door to a new chapter in your career. Your physical energy will also be high this week, but the stars warn you not to overexert yourself. And be cautious in relationships and financial matters. In particular, your curiosity for luxury may lead you to take financial risks and experience regrets as a result of those risks. Please try to stay away from anything that could make you regret it later or cause you discomfort. And my advice to you is to be cautious and take precautions against information and data theft, especially regarding your work plans. Your ability to listen is critical in relationships. Rather than trying to understand everything, hold back when you can't and allow the other person the opportunity to express themselves properly. There may be minor tensions in family or romantic relationships, but with the right approach, you can resolve these issues. Also, an old relationship issue may resurface for you this week. To gain clarity, first be sure of your own feelings. Towards the weekend, the Uranus-Sun alignment may bring surprises and unexpected opportunities from your social circle into your life. You might move in with someone new, receive an unusual invitation, or be faced with an interesting proposal. However, Uranus energy advises you to maintain balance, move forward with both caution and excitement. Before making quick decisions, align your heart and mind. Be open in your communication, but also learn to listen. Create with your passion, nurture it with patience this week. Children of Venus, dear Taurians, this week you are under the influence of extremely powerful transformations, inner evaluations, emotional depth, and a rising energy in your home and private life. In particular, your sense of value and your financial habits are transforming. This week, Mercury and the Sun offer you both a creative focus and a deep emotional awareness. Venus, especially as your ruling planet, has elevated your relationship dynamics and sense of self-worth, prompting you to ask yourself, what do I truly value? Is it meaningful to spend my time, money, and energy on this? And has brought you a heightened awareness. Now, with this heightened awareness and understanding, the thoughtful approaches and truly right choices you consciously make will undoubtedly bring you significant gains and abundant positive emotional energies. As Mercury moves through your house of creativity in its proper course, you will encounter positive outcomes such as gains from activities, organizations, initiatives related to work, and from the written or verbal statements you make. And this week in particular, please connect with your inner child that you have been suppressing for so long. Midweek, especially regarding work matters, don't be afraid to express your ideas, to put forth and structure your intuitive thoughts, and to move forward with the awareness that you can also guide others. The sky is telling you, instead of staying silent, share your wisdom and opinions and stand by them. The energy of the sun will heal your hidden emotions, and you will establish more open and honest dialogues in your close relationships and private life. Especially, my advice to you is that this week of transformation and closeness in relationships will empower you. Past loves may come up again. Single Taurians may take a step toward a lasting relationship with surprise encounters toward the weekend. You may experience rapid developments regarding home decoration, cleaning, or moving. It's a very good week to spend time with elders in the family and organize a family gathering. However, don't ignore physical signals, especially regarding digestion, stress, and fatigue. Your body may be sending you messages. Light exercise, regular sleep, and grounding practices will benefit you. Above all, embrace self-transformation with love. Know your worth and restructure your choices. Dear Taurus, bring peace, abundance, and prosperity into your life with love, both within and around you. Especially root and heart chakra meditations will bring healing, strength, and with your heightened awareness, greater achievements and more lasting happiness into your life. Now welcome all of these into your life. May your guide from the heavens be the light on your path. Gemini, the children of Mercury. This week, the sky brings themes of mental clarity, confronting past connections, and opening up to learning. Mercury's direct motion will motivate you to find solutions, negotiate, and move relationships to stronger points again. Since Mercury is your ruling planet, even though it will still be under the shadow period's influence until August 25th, long unspoken issues may come up and misunderstandings will be clarified. You may encounter projects that have returned or been forgotten. It's a productive week for you in terms of job interview offers and expressing new ideas. And Venus brings old friendships, flirtations, and unresolved matters of the heart to the forefront this week. You may experience emotional closure, reconciliation, or farewells with certain people. Being straightforward and calm in relationships will benefit you, and Mars will support you in educational matters this week. It's a perfect week to learn a new language, software, or skill. Make the most of this energy to showcase yourself in areas of development such as education, seminars, or courses. In your love life, new sparks and the beauty of acting with an open heart are on the horizon. However, old feelings may also come to the surface this week, or rather, they will rise to the surface. Stay open and accepting. Talking about your feelings instead of suppressing them will be beneficial for depth and healing in your relationships. However, excessive busyness and disorganization regarding your health may tire you out a lot. Fresh air, short walks, and breathing exercises will help balance your nervous system. Especially this week, the number sequence 27-20-25 helps transform scarcity consciousness. As past opportunities come your way again, do your best. While the energies of Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter are supportive, please let your mind and heart speak with transparency. In all your relationships with clarity, love, and understanding, you can truly overcome great challenges. And this week, your motto is, I speak, I understand, I connect. You let go of the past with love and open yourself to new beginnings. With my knowledge and my words, I experience the beauty of achieving my desires and successes, both in matters concerning others and myself. As you value yourself and manage and balance the opportunities that come your way, you will be able to overcome many things. The skies are my guide. May your path be filled with light. Children of the Moon, Cancers, this week, your emotional depth, intuitive intelligence, and inner awareness will be at the forefront. Whether in personal or social relationships, when you follow your heart, you will both find healing and encounter opportunities for growth. The theme of the week is inner balance, emotional cleansing, and compassionate communication. You are starting the week under the influence of the moon. This may make you feel more connected to your loved ones when it comes to emotional matters. You may resolve family issues, experience a reconciliation, receive support, or make important decisions related to your home. You are facing an ideal time to beautify your home environment, strengthen emotional bonds, and renew your energy. Root chakra work will increase your inner sense of security this week. With the influence of Venus, old emotional connections may come to the forefront. Taking a solution-oriented approach to recurring patterns in relationships and trying to understand and transform them instead of suppressing or fearing them can bring you tremendous benefits. You are under influences that will prompt you to reassess your sense of self-worth and prioritize your own needs. I am worthy of love, and I choose to heal and make peace with myself through love and my own value. And with the influence of Mercury, you may experience new and positive developments in your work life or receive an unexpected assignment, presentation, or offer. Express your thoughts about these offers openly. Gaining clarity and being organized will bring you great benefits this week. However, the sky advises you to avoid making sharp and hasty decisions regarding work-related matters. Especially, my advice to you is that this week you need to balance your emotional needs with your professional goals. Don't forget this. Throughout the week, avoid making large investments and taking on debt in financial matters. Financial agreements this week may cause problems in the long run. Do not take action without clearly distinguishing between needs and wants. For your personal care throughout the week, my advice is to incorporate any accurate information about purifying your soul into your life. In your love life, you may have deep conversations and take romantic relationships further with sincere and heartfelt confessions. For singles, there may be surprise encounters in your social circle. Thursday and Friday are your lucky days in this regard. Especially on Thursday, please wear silver, trust your intuition, and allow your feelings to guide you. Stay in acceptance of leaving the past behind and moving forward correctly with brand new beginnings. May the heavens be your guide and your path be filled with light. Children of the Sun, Lions, this week the sky brings themes of strong stance, emotional awareness, creative leaps, and energy into your lives. You are especially in a week of inner questioning. What do you truly want? What do you value? As the sun moves into your sign, your energy is high and your self-confidence increases with its radiant effects. You are facing extremely powerful themes regarding work-related matters in your environment. It's a great week to start personal projects, step into the spotlight, and present your ideas. Express yourself with your full potential, and please repeat this as an affirmation every morning. There are highly positive influences regarding gains in work-related matters. Both in relationships and in your sense of self-worth, internal questioning will help you make the right decisions. Issues related to an ex-spouse or ex-lover may come up. You may realize that your heart has grown through experiences, and this week you have the opportunity to balance the inconsistencies between the image you project outwardly and your inner self. My advice to you is to do heart chakra work by gently massaging your chest with rose oil. From the middle of the week onward, your motivation will rise with Martian energy, and competitive environments may also come to the forefront in your work life. If you don't use your energy in a planned way, you may get tired, react irritably due to fatigue, and face criticism. My advice to you this week is to maintain your focus with a daily to-do list. When it comes to financial matters, the sky suggests being patient and careful. Instead of sudden expenses, it would be wise to make long-term savings. Getting professional support can bring you great benefits and help you profit in the future. In relationships, you can resolve problems and misunderstandings by focusing on being understanding rather than being right. Choose to listen. Speak and understand with your heart. Especially towards the weekend, the sun's harmonious aspects with Uranus will empower you to come up with creative ideas socially, to rebuild lost communication ties, and to achieve professional stability through original projects. Especially this week, please make sure not to leave out wearing yellow and its shades. Let your light shine freely and remain aware that you can shape your life with love and trust. Your light will shine even stronger. Reaping the rewards of being honest with yourself and patiently embracing your differences will take you to entirely new places. May the heavens be your guide and your path be illuminated. Children of Mercury, Virgos, you are in a week of clarity, order, and emotional cleansing. This week, your ruling planet has completed its retrograde. Now, with its powerful energy, your mental dominance and healing will reach their peak. It's an ideal week to organize your thoughts, put things in order, and boost your productivity. Your emotional world also begins to transform from the very first day of the week. With Mercury's support, your decision-making ability will be strengthened. It's the right week to move away from mental confusion and set your priorities. The plans you make this week will serve as solid foundations in your lives in the long run. My advice to you, as recommended by Astrodeha, is to get a new planner or agenda. Create daily goal lists. To keep your mind clear, do a 5-minute silent mindfulness exercise every morning, and with the energy of Venus, the topics of what is important and valuable to you in relationships will come to the forefront. This is a week where you need to define your own worth, not by how others see you, but by your own standards. The sky also advises you to reassess your past financial decisions instead of repeating them. Choose to love yourself, be aware of your value, and do this with heartfelt belief and affirmation. With the energy of Mars, you can expect effective solutions and developments in your work life where you can demonstrate high performance. This is an extremely productive period for detail-oriented projects. You can increase both your reputation and your gains. However, my advice to you is to set aside small moments for yourself after work, such as tea time, prayer time, a walk, or meditation. Communication and clarity will be of vital importance. Your communication traffic may increase towards the weekend. Since you are moving away from energies prone to misunderstandings, remember that understanding and empathizing are just as important as expressing yourself. When it comes to your health, you should pay attention to your diet and sleep schedule. The sky is telling you to bring a new life rhythm to the center of your life in order to achieve emotional cleansing. Start each morning with a warm glass of lemon water and balance your mind with stretching exercises for your body. Especially in relationships, mutual understanding and communication will lead you to new activities, extremely positive outcomes, and an end to the tensions you've experienced in your relationships. You will experience effects such as mental clarity, inner transformation, and emotional awareness that will help you heal, become more productive, put your life in order, and restore both your outer world and inner peace. If your mind is clear and your heart is open, you will attract order and peace into your life. May the heavens be your guide and your path be filled with light. Children of Venus, Libras, the sky says that inner harmony will be the most important theme for you this week. With Venus's energy, your relationship dynamics will change. You'll encounter positive influences in the area of creative expression, and you'll also find answers by addressing the things in your relationships that don't sit well with you. In your relationships, are you only giving or are you receiving enough? You need to be honest with yourself and redraw and restructure your boundaries regarding everything about relationship patterns that makes you uncomfortable. It's especially important to realize that giving and receiving with love will bring you great benefits this week. There are very strong influences at play regarding your work. Be ready to receive the rewards and respect that come from activities, abundance, prosperity, energy, and effective communication. However, my advice to you is to double-check your sentences in written communication throughout the week, whether in your professional or personal life. Instead of speaking in the first person, making clearer and more grounded statements will bring you great benefits. During this period, you may encounter extremely positive influences as you can seize unexpected opportunities in exchanges of ideas and strengthen yourself by broadening your vision. However, if you are going to take out any insurance or apply for a loan as part of your investment plans this week, review the documents and pay attention to the details to avoid long-term regrets. Especially for the effects that will start to strengthen your cash flow, stay calm and avoid approaches that increase your spending. In your private life, improvements in family matters, especially if you have experienced tensions with your children, know that kind-hearted, open conversations will deepen love. Cooking together as a family or sharing old memories with your child can strengthen your bonds. For single Libras, there is love in sharing. Romantic activities and meeting people through online platforms may not just be superficial. You could gracefully enrich your life with someone who truly touches your heart. You are facing influences where you are aware of yourself both internally and externally, and especially where your words will turn into gains, bringing healing not only to yourself but also to others. Make the most of this and trust the dreams you have this week. Your dreams can guide you in many areas and with the right approach help you reap the rewards of moving forward. Children of Mars, Scorpios, a week of depth and clarity awaits you. Especially themes like inner confrontations, financial restructuring, and clarity in emotional matters will be at the forefront. As truths about your values and relationships come to light, your drive to take action will be quite strong under the influence of Mars, the Sun, and Jupiter. Strategic moves and strong communication will bring influences into your life that allow you to gain both materially and spiritually. This week, in particular, the sense of self-worth and the connection between material resources will be on the agenda. It's time to reconsider and take action regarding your spending habits, investment plans, financial support, and requests. Be conscious in your relationship with money. Be open to accepting the abundance you deserve with love. Especially in relationships, after misunderstandings, any step you take to recover and resolve issues without suppressing your feelings or letting problems escalate will be reciprocated. So remember, dear Scorpio, you will win when you listen not to others, but to yourself and your heart. And especially express your feelings openly, but with love. To support your throat chakra, carry a blue agate stone with you throughout the week. The energy of Mars will bring you rewards in your career life, such as leadership, increased performance, and the benefits of managing your achievements in a planned way with strategic steps. Before starting new projects, please focus and act with the belief that you will succeed. Create your list of goals and don't let others distract you throughout the week. In the middle of the week, unexpected encounters, significant realizations, and an increased tendency to get involved in power struggles may arise. But my advice to you is to focus on winning rather than getting into power struggles. When you use your power with understanding rather than control, you'll achieve balance in your relationships. The Sun's positive aspects will bring you mental relief. In your love life, the experiences you share with your spouse or partner will nourish your relationship, so make time for each other to foster emotional closeness. Singles may experience unusual but exciting encounters. Trust your instincts, but don't act on sudden decisions. If you need to withdraw this week without avoiding the truth, act with the awareness that this is not a weakness, but a process of gathering strength, and don't lose sight of the fact that you need to move forward as you go deeper. May the skies be your guide and your path be filled with light. Sagittarians are the children of Jupiter. A week of adventure, awareness, and inner freedom awaits you. This week, whatever the subject may be, please make sure to see the big picture. You are also facing clarifications in romantic matters. You are starting the week with the positive, supportive energy of Jupiter. When it comes to education, overseas connections, and travel plans, it will be beneficial to pay attention to the details as you move forward. Be aware that you are developing, learning, and achieving success in your professional life every day. Venus will reveal your partner's or lover's true intentions in matters of love. Singles may find themselves confronted with a theme from a past relationship. However, those who are married or experiencing problems in their relationships should know that this week, true confrontations will guide you toward building healthy relationships. As the sky leads you to end what needs to end and evolve into a new phase, trust the guidance of your heart. Especially let themes related to friends, spouses, or lovers who do not honestly express their expectations serve as your guide. Mars is supporting you throughout the week. This is an extremely powerful influence, especially for success in mental activities such as learning new data and information. When you express your thoughts verbally and in writing, you will be supported in both your work and love life. However, The sky is warning you to be careful with your spending this week. Sudden shopping sprees may seem tempting, but stick to your long-term plans and don't strain your budget. Before spending, please question whether you are managing your money consciously and with confidence. Question it so you don't feel regret later on. Towards the weekend, the effects of the Sun with Uranus bring the promise of benefits from friends, meeting new people, reuniting with those you haven't seen in a long time, and the joys of surprise plans. My suggestion to you is, if an unplanned social event comes up, say yes, it will boost your energy. Especially this week, you are in a mood that is fun, free, and open to learning, so make sure to wear orange. The harmony between your heart and mind will help you use your freedom with love for your personal growth. My advice to you is, learn, share, love, and embrace new experiences. Cosmic winds are carrying you forward. All you need to do is set your sails. Children of Saturn, Capricorns, you are in a week of growing through reality and transforming with determination. This week may bring clarity in relationships, maintaining inner balance, restructuring in financial matters, overcoming family issues, stability in your romantic love life, and important decisions into your lives. Let emotional clarity, sustainable success, and long-term planning be our motto throughout the week. Especially regarding your work goals and financial matters, this is a week for you to pause and reflect. You should keep your spending under control, and with Mercury's support, you should make the most of the solid ground that awaits you this week for contracts, presentations, and strategic decisions. Your discipline will bring you abundance throughout the week. But in the middle of the week, Mars will bring domestic matters to the forefront. There will be heartfelt, loving conversations with family members and the beauty that comes from discussions about organizing the home and the feeling of putting down roots. Cleanse your energy field to live in a peaceful environment, dear Capricorn. While Saturn's energy brings acting with responsibility, at the same time, listen to your body, just like Saturn. Excessive fatigue can undermine your productivity. It especially advises you to pay attention to sensitivities related to foot health throughout the week. Since Mercury is in its direct motion, your words will be more effective. However, in your emotional life, you may feel stuck between your family and your spouse. You may become exhausted from the constant tensions caused by your spouse's ambitious and repetitive behavior. Please don't hesitate to express these fears, these fires, and the energies that make you uncomfortable, and move forward knowing that you are not the only one who has to maintain the balance between your family and your spouse, and reflect this understanding in your words. In written communication, your words will be strengthened with respect. Especially for single Capricorns or those not in a relationship, there's a high chance you'll meet someone interesting. Trust your heart and don't be afraid to move forward with authenticity. The aspects between the Sun and Uranus and Venus and Jupiter offer supportive opportunities for social interactions. Participating in volunteer activities is a chance for you to gain new friendships as well as visions that will benefit your professional life. My advice to you is to let the muses within you guide you. Make good use of the energies that allow you to build a strong connection between maturity, work consciousness, and self-worth so you can heal both your inner world and your goals. Children of Uranus, Aquarians, you are facing renewal, forming connections, and creative influences. The message from the sky is clear. The sky is telling you, reconnect. Do your best to structure professional matters with inspiring energies and act with the awareness that powerful opportunities await you both in your social relationships and in your personal creative pursuits. As emotional bonds grow stronger, your ideas may gain an extraordinary momentum. This week, blend innovative ideas with collaboration and combine your intuition with technology. Showcase your creative intelligence in matters related to your work because Mercury is in direct motion. Community projects, creative presentations, and new teamwork can bring you great opportunities and contributions. This week, the originality of your ideas will stand out. However, my advice to you is not to overlook the practical aspect of these attention-grabbing ideas in your work and academic life. Your mind may be filled with boundless creativity, but remember that your ideas need to be realistic and applicable. And this week, old friendships and unresolved questions from past relationships may resurface in your love life. If there are unfinished conversations or unresolved matters, this is a good week to address them sincerely and reflect on them. Because Mars, Venus, and Jupiter will heighten passion, creating a bold and exciting atmosphere both in relationships and in the energy of flirting. That's why your heart is open to reconnecting with love. Due to the influence of Uranus, unexpected income or payments may arise in financial matters. Be very careful. Especially with the effects of the Sun-Uranus aspect, group activities, community work, and social aid organizations could bring you great benefits towards the weekend. The body is the temple of creativity. Now you need to trust in this. Technological detoxes and light stretching routines related to your health will improve both your mood and your body. My advice is to engage with technology for creative projects. Reflect this to the outside world. Let music heal your soul, and make sure to keep turquoise with you throughout the week. You are in a week of both mental and emotional breakthroughs. It's possible to close old connections and start new ideas. If you keep your plans clear and leave room for spontaneous moments, you can experience wonderful developments, dear Aquarius. My only advice is not to give a second chance to people you are sure don't deserve you. Listen, but be determined. May the heavens guide you, and may your path be bright. Children of Neptune Pisces, let your intuition guide you. This week, go deeper with your emotions and move forward with your intuition. Especially turn inward and listen to your heart. Act without forgetting that you are as valuable as you feel. As you open the doors to your emotional past, the energy of Venus combined with Neptune's influence will enrich our spiritual and creative world. Spiritual cleansing and heartfelt connections will be the focus throughout the week. Especially, emotions related to unresolved relationships from the past may surface this week. This could also mean a week of closure or forgiveness for you. So my advice to you is to listen to your soul's voice and trust it. From the middle of the week onward, thanks to Mercury's influence, you will be able to make clearer and more accurate decisions regarding financial matters. There will be influences that help resolve issues related to debts, budgeting, and accounts receivable and payable. You may face professional obstacles. Acknowledge your mistakes with empathy and don't add new ones to the list. When it comes to work-related matters, this is a week to act with realism, not emotions. If you let your emotions get involved, you won't be able to make sound decisions, and you'll experience the difficulties that come with acting on your feelings. That's why the stars advise you to take responsibility with a professional approach. When it comes to the mistakes you've made, the message is to make an effort to make up for them and not to let your guard down. In addition, when it comes to your health, especially emotional ups and downs, may leave your body feeling tired and make you feel tense. Drinking 2 liters of water a day, a 15-minute social media detox, and affirming "my body is my temple, I am healing with love" could be beneficial for you. As the weekend approaches, developments that bring emotional openness and sincerity to relationships will come to the forefront. Share your feelings. You can sincerely address topics with your spouse or partner that haven't been discussed before. This week, your emotional openness is preparing you to connect. The feelings inside you are an art that flows into the universe. Don't forget that. Paint, write, dance. Know that energies in contact with water heal you, and remember that as you listen to your inner voice throughout the week, the stability and peace in your life will increase. This week is a time of deep inner transformation. Facing the past, finding direction through intuition, emotional sincerity, and developments that may open new doors in your work are all on the table. You are also facing powerful influences that can help you transform many of the burdens and worries you carry spiritually. Please make the most of it. Stand up for yourself all the way. The skies are your guide. May your path be bright.